제29회 WBSC 기장 세계 청소년 야구 선수권 대회 8일차에 이곳 기장 현대차 드림볼파크를 찾아주신 여러분을 환영하며 감사의 말씀을 드립니다.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome, and thank you for attending today's game at Dream Ballpark in Gijang City for the WBSC U-18 Baseball World Cup 2019.
관중 여러분, 제29회 WBSC 기장 세계 청소년 야구 선수권 대회 중국과 남아프리카 공화국 경기를 시작하겠습니다.
Today's competition features Team China versus Republic of South Africa.
양팀 선수단을 소개해드리겠습니다. 먼저 중국 선수단입니다.
Introducing today's lineup. First, the visiting team, China.
감독 리웨이,
Manager Li Wei.
코치 린신,
Coach Li Ding.
코치 왕웨이,
Coach Wang Wei.
코치 장지안,
Coach Zhang Jian.
1번 타자 장wen타오,
Batting first, Zhang Wentao.
2번 타자 신웬빈,
Batting second, Xin Wenbin.
3번 타자 양세나오,
Batting third, Yang Xiangao.
4번 타자 고영강,
Batting fourth, Ko Yonggang.
5번 타자 정인빈,
Batting fifth, Lu Binbin.
6번 타자 리위양,
Batting sixth, Li Yuyang.
7번 타자 왕슈아이,
Batting seventh, Wang Shuai.
8번 타자 호한강,
Batting eighth, Ho Hangang.
9번 타자 허프민,
Batting ninth, He Fumin.
투수 이지안.
Today's starting pitcher, Yi Jian.
그 외 예비 선수들입니다.
And the rest of Team China.
이어서 남아프리카 공화국 선수단입니다.
For Team Republic of South Africa, today's home team.
감독 닉 맥키논,
Manager, Dean McKenna.
코치 데빈 베넷,
Coach, Gavin Bennett.
코치 로버트 스미스,
Coach, Robert Smith.
코치 버질 타운센,
Coach, Virgil Townshend.
1번 타자 제이미 레인,
Batting first, Jamie Lang.
2번 타자 콜브레이스 밀러,
Batting second, Cornels Miller.
3번 타자 키안 슈얼츠,
Batting third, Kian Schwartz.
4번 타자 코민 그린슬레이드,
Batting fourth, Corbin Greenslade.
5번 타자 케빈 코스탄,
Batting fifth, Kevin Christigan.
6번 타자 조슈아 미첼,
Batting sixth, Joshua Mitchell.
6번 타자 리간 켄스버거,
Batting seventh, Regan Hansenberger.
8번 타자 루크 로멤버,
Batting eighth, Luke November.
9번 타자 제라드 화이트,
Batting ninth, Jared White.
투수 밀라 버거.
Today's starting pitcher, Mila Berger.
그 외 예비 선수들입니다.
And the rest of Team Republic of South Africa.
다음은 본 경기를 진행할 심판위원을 소개해드리겠습니다. 주심 한국의 김민석, 1루심 한국의 강신우, 2루심 한국의 박원정, 3루심 스리랑카의 수지와 시리랑폴리지. 이상 내국에서 수고해 주시겠습니다.
Next is today's umpire. Home plate, Ms. Min-seok Kim from Republic of Korea. First base, Mr. Shin Woo-gang from Republic of Korea. Second base, Mr. Won Jong-park from Republic of Korea. Third base, Mr. Sujuan Gampulach from Sri Lanka.
중국과 남아프리카 공화국의 국가가 연주되겠습니다. 양국 국가가 연주되는 동안 선수 및 관중 여러분께서는 모자를 벗어주시고 국기를 향해 기립해 주시기 바랍니다.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your caps as we play the national anthems of China and Republic of Korea.
먼저 중국 국가 연주가 있겠습니다.
First, the visiting team, China.
이어서 남아프리카 공화국 국가 연주가 있겠습니다.
And then the home team, Republic of South Africa.
Good morning and welcome back to Field 3 as we kick off the second day of the Consolation round. Go boys! Good morning. Welcome back to Field 3, kicking off the time. First things first, we start with China and South Africa. Teams that came into the Consolation round winless. South Africa and China about to get underway. Two teams that came into this opening round without wins. China earning a win yesterday. South Africa is still looking for that first victory. Lineup for China.
이렇죠. 수비에 들어갈 남아프리카 공화국 수비수를 말씀드리겠습니다. 투수 밀라버거, 포수 제이미 레이, 1루수 코빈 그린슬레이트, 2루수 큐빈 코스간, 3루수 로코 로멤버, 유격수 히안 슈얼츠, 좌익수 조슈아 미첼, 중견수 코로넬리스 밀러, 우익수 리안 펜츠버거. 이상이 1회 초 수비에 들어간 남아프리카 공화국 수비수였습니다.
Okay, we're ready to go. South Africa, the home team, out on the field. And China will lead off as we get set to begin. I am not Tyler Bond, I'm Craig Durham, but we'll
forgive you for the misunderstanding. Jamie Lang is going to be behind the plate doing the catching for Mila Berger. Cornelius Miller's in center field, Josh Mitchell in left, Regan Panzenberger's in right, and then an infield third to first of November. Schwartz, Costigan, and Corbin Greenslade are umpires. 3 Korean umpires and 1 from Sri Lanka today. Kim Min-so is going to be calling the balls and strikes against 2 teams that have really struggled throughout this tournament, though one more than the other. The team from South Africa has given up a lot of runs. Even in their game where they played really well and pulled pretty close to Spain in the late innings, they wound up giving up 16 runs in the final day of the opening round. As we see the shortstop for China, Zhang Wentao, the leadoff man digging in. He'll be followed by Jing Wenbin and Yang Cheng Ao. If anybody reaches this inning, the cleanup hitter, Cao Yang Kang. A shutout win yesterday for China. Pretty impressive stuff. Over a Spanish team that battled in the opening round, holding late leads against Japan and the United States before ultimately dropping both of those games. 6-0 was the final score. China powered to victory on the back of a grand slam in the middle innings. In fact, all 6 runs came in one single inning for China yesterday, and they'll look to get right back to it against a vulnerable pitching staff. Mila Berger falling behind 2-0, peers in, gets up and set, and comes home and falls behind 3-0. An early morning affair late in the tournament. You might have seen some of the shots into the dugouts before the anthems, before the teams were introduced. Kids sleeping on one another's shoulders, coaches rubbing under their eyes. Everybody fighting through it today, and a tough start for Berger, a leadoff walk on 4 pitches.
이번 타자 좌익수 싱웬빈.
Now batting number 10.
There's our tournament bracket.
Shing Wen
You see South Africa coming out of Group B, Spain coming out of Group A. The Netherlands atop the Consolation bracket with a 3-0 record. Their really well-played, thrilling win last night over Panama came by a final score of 2-1. That game took 2 hours and 2 minutes to play. Something tells me we may play a little bit longer this morning. Couple of 2-hour ball games yesterday, both finishing with 2-1 finals on field two. The thriller to kick off the super round between the United States and Australia. The U.S. walking off with a win. They loaded them up with none out in the bottom of the 9th and got a base hit up the middle to hand South Africa, or rather to hand Australia, the other green and yellow team, their first defeat in the super round standings. So there's 4 teams tied for first place at 2-1. Still so much to be determined. And there is the first strike of the day. Took 7 pitches, but Berger's found the zone. Some great games over on fields 1 and 2 today. The noontime North American rivalry matchup between Canada and the United States. As a ground ball hit to short, sneaks into left field. That could have been a double play ball. Instead, it hit the shoulder of Kian Schwartz, wound up at short left field, and it'll be an error. So a walk and an error and a tough start for South Africa. Off the bat, thought that one was 2, and Schwartz can really play the shortstop position well, but it snuck up on him, and you see he was just caught flat-footed. Been watching Schwartz throughout the tournament. He can pitch, he can hit pretty well, he can play short, but right there again just wasn't quite alert enough before the ball was put in play. And a strike, a good bounce back pitch from Berger to get ahead of a batter for the first time today. It's the second baseman, Yang Cheng Ao. strike called. 1-2. And a good pitch. Almost good enough to be called strike 3. Overcast skies. It's warm though. Very muggy out, 27 degrees Celsius. Not expecting much rain today. Tomorrow things might get interesting in terms of the weather, as this one's popped up left side of the infield and caught for out number 1. Boy, Luke November can play everywhere. Every game I've seen of South Africa, he's been somewhere else. Seen him play second, seen him catch. He was a really good catcher in that game against Spain. And now he's playing third base, where he's helped his team find the first out of the first inning. A look back at second, and Berger steps off the backside of the rubber before going to work against Gijang-Hyundai. A walk, an error, a pop out, and strike 1. China's cleanup hitter. The big man on deck, Liu Bin Bin, who hit the grand slam yesterday. Another look back at second, as Berger doesn't want Zhang to get too much of a head start. Fly ball well hit out to left center field. This one's going to go for a while, and this one's going to bounce off the top of the wall, and it'll score 2. A 2-run double for Gijang-Hyundai. He almost left the yard, and China leads South Africa 2-0. Opposite field power from the third baseman. The ball left hanging right out over the heart of the plate, driven well. And if there hadn't been that secondary wall built on top of the original blue wall, that one would have been out of here. Seen that second wall take away a handful of home runs here this week. Home runs have been at a premium. And strike 1 is called against the DH Liu. Mila Berger trying to fight through it. And that one slips. Gijang-Hyundai was running on the pitch, so he's on third. He'll probably get credit for a steal, regardless of the fact that that ball wound up about, 5 feet over the head of the catcher. Hit the backstop on a fly. 1-1. Liu chases one up out of the zone. China looking to make it a big first inning here. Foul tap. Full slate of games today, again, beginning right here, right now. 12 o'clock is when the next 2 games kick off. Those are both in the Super Round. Chinese Taipei and Australia on Field 2, and the aforementioned United States-Canada game on Field 1. One of the 2 teams in the Australia-Chinese Taipei game will emerge with a 3-1 record in the Super Round, and a great shot at playing for a World Championship on Sunday night. The U.S. could go to 3-1 with a win over Canada. Liu Bin Bin strikes out swinging for the second out of the inning. Canada the only winless team in the Super Round. They've lost some close
Now
ones.
batting number 27.
Last night, no exception. They played well against Japan, losing 5-1. They led the game 1-0. Japan finished by scoring 5 unanswered. Strike over the outside corner to Lee Yu-Yang. 6th batter of the top half of the first. China has scored 2. Have a man on third. The righty sets. And spikes it in. Big block from Lang. That keeps Lee on third. Tonight's game in the Super Round also at Field 1. Again, Japan playing under the lights. It'll be against Korea. Korea 1-2 in the Super Round standings. They will need to win tonight and again tomorrow if they hope to play for a world championship, as this one gets by Lang and allows China to take a 3-0 lead. Japan, meanwhile, if they take care of business tonight, can go to 3-1. At most, there will be 3 teams tied at 3-1 atop the Super Round standings when we finish up tonight. Would set the stage for some high drama tomorrow. Dean McKinnon, South Africa's manager, looking on with a little bit of dismay. Ground ball to the right side, a nice high hop for Costigan, and the side is retired. 3 runs on just 1 hit. Big double for Cao Yang-Kong, and after a half inning of play, China leads South Africa 1-0. 3.
Let's go, boys.
이름한 수비에 들어갈 중공 수비 위치를 말씀드리겠습니다. 투수 이지혜, 포수 왕시와이, 1루수 이위영, 2루수 양세나오, 3루수 고용광, 유격수 장현타우, 좌익수 심현빈, 중견수 소한강, 우익수 서품인. 이상이 일어날 수비에 들어간 중공 수비
Jamie Lang, Cornelius Miller, and Kian Schwartz at the top of the order for South Africa. Craig Durham, happy to have you with me here at Field 3 for this morning's game. If anybody reaches for the South Africans here in the bottom of the first, it'll be Greenslade in the cleanup spot. Costigan, Mitchell, and Panzenberger go 5, 6, and 7, with Luke November batting 8th and Jared White, the designated hitter, batting 9th. Not often you see a team put the catcher in the leadoff spot, the DH in the 9 slot. South Africa shaking things up, trying to find a win here in Korea. Meanwhile, defensively, it's Jing in left, Wang Shuai in center, and Hei Fu Min in right. Cao and Zhang on the left side of the infield. Yang Sheng-Ao at second, Lee Yu-Yang at first. Wang Shuai doing the catching for the right-handed starter, Yi Jian. First pitch at the bottom of the first, in for a strike to Lang. We've talked about China's 6-0 win yesterday in the opening day of the Consolation round. South Africa lost in 7 innings by a final score of 11-1 when they took on Nicaragua. Only once in 6 games has South Africa taken a game to 9 innings. That was the game played on Wednesday. It was supposed to be the off day, but turned into the makeup day. They went 9, losing to Spain 16-8. Grounded here to second base. And there's one away. South Africa scored 8 on Wednesday against Spain. In their other 5 games, they've scored a total of 3 runs. So that was the one where everything really worked, and still they fell up just short. Cornelius Miller, left-handed hitting center fielder, quickly down 0-1. Now he chops it off the dish softly to third, charged by Cow. His good throw is in time to get out number 2. So good start for Gijang.
Now batting number 5, shortstop Kian Schwartz.
This is the 3rd appearance and the 2nd start for Gijang. He also started yesterday. Tough assignment to get the start twice in 24 hours. He went 5 2/3 yesterday. And he works a 1-2-3 bottom of the 1st inning here. Ground outs to 2nd, 3rd and short, and after 1, it's 3-0 China.
이회초 중국 공격 7번 타자 포수 왕슈아이.
At the top of the 2nd inning, now batting number 8, catcher Wang Shuai.
Seven, 8, 9, Wang Shuai, Ho Han Gong, and Hei Fu Min for China. They got a lot of help to start when they scored 3 in the 1st. It was a leadoff walk followed by an error before a 2-run double opened the scoring. And then a wild pitch made it 3-zip. The righty Mila Berger needed 24 pitches in that 1st inning. And he serves up a single to right field, and the 2nd is underway with a leadoff base hit.
8번 타자 중견수 호한강.
Now batting number 56, center fielder Ho Han Gang.
Ho Han Gang looks at strike 1, then a snap throw down to 1st from Lang. Holding the bat out over the dish. Ho drops a bunt down foul. So he's trying to move Wang Shuai along. We'll see if he changes his approach though with 2 strikes. Three and two. Gong, 3 hits in the tournament, hits this one in the air. Caught in left field by Mitchell. And that's the first out of the second inning. So good job by Berger, not only to get China's center fielder, but he does so well, keeping Wang Shuai on first following his leadoff single. And now Hei Fu Min. 3 for 14, a .214 batting average for Hei Fu Min as an RBI. China as a team is batting just over 200, 201. They've scored 25 runs in this tournament. 1 win and 5 losses overall. Big swing and a pitch up around the shoulders, and it goes to 1-2. Berger struck out Liu last inning in search of his second K of the day. Peers in for the sign, gets up ready, and has a good fastball spoiled, sent out of play left field side. A stolen base, kind of a late steal from Wang. Second steal of the day for China. Breeze picking up a little bit, blowing across the field from right to left. We had a beautiful day yesterday. Man, was it special. The blue skies, lots of sunshine. Have not had a lot of those this week. Ground ball to the right side here, goes past Greenslade into right field. Throw comes in towards the plate. And they held up Wang Shuai, so it'll be first and third.
1번 타자 유격수
2 singles on either side of the pop out to left, and something going here for China yet again. Really good pitch there for Berger. 1 strike on the shortstop. Runner goes, throw goes. Safe down at second. Second stolen base this inning. 2 men in scoring position with the 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Check swing, 3-1. A walk here would load the bases. China looking to build an early lead, a big one. Already 3. This team's really impressed me from day one of this tournament, which is an odd thing to say about a team that lost 17-3 on day one, but they played better than that score would
이번
tell you.
타자 좌익수 심은빈.
Now batting number
And that was
10,
really the only
left
game
fielder,
that they just
Sing Wen Bin.
kind of wanted to throw away. Everything else, they've been relatively competitive. On day two, they lost 6-3 to Nicaragua. Australia got the better of them, 13-2 on Sunday. Lost to Korea, 7-2. Lost to the Netherlands, 10-6, before finding that win yesterday, 6-0 over Spain. So only 2 games have really gotten out of hand, gotten away from China. And perhaps they're in a position where they can be the ones to record a lopsided victory today, as Mila Berger will take a visit on the hill. He's thrown 45 pitches, 23 strikes, 22 balls. He's walked 2. In fact, he's walked the same man twice, Gijang-Hyundai. He's given up 3 hits, a double and 2 singles as a strikeout. But he'll have to really bear down and be good to get out of this inning with the game still close. That one way high. Six for 20 for Jing-Wen Bin. 3 balls and no strikes against him. He has 2 RBIs so far here in Gijang. Rio. Ball 4, that'll walk in a run. 4-0 China.
3번 타자 이루수 양세나오.
Now batting number 7, second baseman Yang Xiang-ao.
And they start to get busy down in the left field corner where South Africa's bullpen is located today. Berger bounces back with strike 1 to Yang, the second baseman. If a team leads by 15 runs, we should let you know after 5 innings, that's enough to call it a complete game. If a team leads by 10 runs or more after 7 innings, that too is enough to call the game final. Good couple of pitches here from Berger, though, as he's gotten ahead of Yang. 2 strikes to count. .50 pitches, 25 and 25 balls and strikes. 0-2. Good take by China's second baseman. That's 2-2 as Berger hit the dirt. Lost his footing upon landing there. Little bit of a divot there where he tried to land. You never like to see that, a pitcher go down. Hopefully that won't develop into any worse kind of hole. Count full now, 3-2. Back-to-back walks already. A third straight would force in a second run of the inning. The pitch is high for ball 4, and that walks in another run. This starts slipping away from Mila Berger, who was able to limit the damage in the first, but
3번 타자 3루수
has allowed
고영명.
5 of 6 to reach base safely here in the second, and maybe facing his last batter if he can't find himself. Gijang-Hyundai Left-handed hitting third baseman who doubled off the wall in left field last inning, licking his chops, hoping to get a strike. He swings at the first pitch, and he fouls it. 1 strike. Oh and 2 for the second straight time. Berger's gotten up 0-2 on a hitter, but he wound up walking Yang. We'll see if he's able to put away Gao. He does. Buries the breaking ball in the dirt. There's 2 gone in the inning, but look who's coming up with the
5번
bases
지명타자
loaded.
루빈빈.
Now batting number 52, designated hitter Liu Binbin.
The man who launched a grand slam over the left field wall yesterday, Liu Binbin. It was a great highlight. Got to watch it this morning. He took off his helmet as he rounded the bases, held it high in the air for a while, then he tucked it in like an American football. Carried it with him around the bases as he touched them all. Berger trying to fight to stay in this game, keep it a 5-run deficit for his team. He was able to strike out Liu when they met last inning, but he's fallen behind 2-0 here. A big reason he struck out Liu last inning is that China's DH chased quite a few pitches out of the strike zone. He's been more disciplined here, taking 2 high, and now waiting for a 2-0. 3-0. Willing to take a strike, Liu Binbin sees it go to 3-1. Even if you have the green light through. By 8 here at the top of the second.
6번 타자 1루수 리위영.
Now batting number 27, first
Looked like
baseman
Joshua
Lee
Mitchell
Ye-young.
could have gotten to that ball, but it just kept carrying. Big time bat flip from Liu Binbin. Mitchell was almost there, but he couldn't haul it in, and that'll be the end of the day for Berger. A pitching change with 8 runs already on the board for China.
남아프리카 공화국의 선수 교체가 있겠습니다. 투수 제이드 스미스.
Now coming into pitch for Team Republic of South Africa, number 9, Kate Smith.
got you. Okay, they body zone.
8 runs on 4 hits, and China's running away with it early. Cade Smith, the new pitcher for South Africa. He inherits a base runner. Throws a good pitch to get his afternoon, or I guess his morning started. Li Yu-Yang grounded out to second last inning. He's the 9th man to bat for China here in the second. 0-1 pitch, misses away. Driven to center field on a line, but right at Miller, who has it. The side is retired. 5 runs on 3 hits, though, with a man left after an inning and a half. It's China 8, South Africa nothing.
이회 말 남아프리카 공화국 공격 4번 타자 1루수 코빈 그린슬레즈.
At the bottom of the second inning, now batting number 8, first baseman Corbin Greenslade.
It'll be an uphill climb for South Africa this morning. They trail by 8, and they haven't had a base runner yet. Corbin Greenslade leading off, swings at the first pitch, bounces it up the first base line, but it goes foul. So there's 1 strike on the first baseman, who's to be followed by Costigan and Mitchell against Yi Jian. His 3rd appearance of the tournament for China. 2nd start, he's also made a relief appearance. One and two. Little chopper towards third, going to be a tough play, but Cal on the run, gets some help from a good stretch. Li Yu-Yang on the back end of that 5-3 ground out to start the bottom half of the second inning. That's 4 ground outs rolled by Yi Jian.
Now batting number
Kevin
11,
Costigan will try and get things going. Costigan made 2 great defensive plays on Wednesday in the makeup game. And he's shown himself to be pretty capable with the bat in his hands as well. South African team has scored 11 runs through its first 6 games. Costigan punches it out to center field, but it hangs up and becomes out number 2.
6번 타자 좌익수 조슈아 미첼.
Now batting, number 77, left fielder Joshua Mitchell.
Josh Mitchell, who had a front row seat to Lou Bin Bin's double landing just beyond his reach at the base of the left field wall, batting with 2 outs here and the base is empty. Checks his swing. It's 1-0. One and one with a healthy cut, finding nothing but air. Now fly ball to right center that should end the inning. Hei Fu Min will take it with him, and we'll go into the third. It's China 8, South Africa nothing.
남아프리카 공화국의 선수 교체가 있겠습니다. 우익수 졸딘 리플.
Now coming into right field for Team Republic of South Africa, number 22, Jordan Ripple.
초 중국 공격 7번 타자 포수 왕슈아이.
At the top of the third inning, now batting, number 8, catcher Wang Shuai.
China sent 6 men to bat, scored 3 times in the first. They sent all 9 up in the second, scoring 5 times to build an 8-0 lead. As we move into the third, Cade Smith, the second South African pitcher, has his first one bunted back to him. And though the throw was a bit off target, good enough to get Wang Shuai for out number 1. And that's what Cade Smith will need, is a quick inning. Mila Berger was forced to throw a lot of pitches in his inning and 2/3 of work. Now just 4 pitches from Smith to get 2 outs. He's retired the only 2 batters he's faced. He goes downstairs to Ho Han Gang, 1 ball, no strikes on the center fielder, who popped out to left last inning. One and one. Smith making his 3rd appearance on the mound in this tournament. He was hit hard by Panama to the tune of 13 runs allowed on 9 hits and 2 1/3. 12 of those 13 runs were earned too. He walked 5. That's a tough outing. Suffered the defeat in that game. Pitched better against Chinese Taipei. Now a 2-1 is in for strike 2. In the game against Chinese Taipei, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits with a walk in an inning. So you can safely say so far this has been his best outing. Though this one is ripped and headed towards the corner in left. Ho Han Gang digging for second, and he'll be in without a throw, standing up with a 1-out double. And that's 5 hits for China.
Now batting, number 36, right fielder Heo Fu-min.
3 of the 5 hits have been doubles, none bigger than Lu Bin Bin's bases loaded double last inning. Cao Yang Kang also driving in a pair with his first inning double. One and 0 on the right fielder. Cade Smith, 17 years of age. Glances back at second. As a pitch missed low. Falls behind Hei Fu Min, 3-1. Hard ground ball, just foul past first. That was pretty solid contact from Hay. Payoff for ball 4.
Now batting, number 9, shortstop.
That look pretty much says it all from Dean McKinnon, the South African manager. Zhang Wentao coming up. He's already walked twice. Takes a strike over the inner half. Five walks issued by South African pitching so far. The first 4 all came in to score. The 5th stands on first behind Ho Han Gang, who doubled. Serves as the lead runner right now. Two-strike pitch. Low and away. Whoops, that one got away. Both runners advance on the wild pitch. And another ball would load him up. That's what happens. A bases loaded situation for the second straight inning. 6 walks now between Berger and Smith. 4 to Berger, 2 for Smith. Jing Bin takes strike 1. He reached on an error in the first, hit a ball hard, but right at Kian Schwartz, the shortstop. It bounced off of him, wound up in short left field, and then last inning he walked. So he's been on base twice without a hit as China's left fielder. Now he skies it to left, not deep. Will they test the arm of Mitchell? No, they won't. Though they may have wanted to, and now coming home and tagged out at the plate is Ho-Han Gong. Good recovery from South Africa there after that throw from left field. Left a lot to be desired. And that'll be the double play that ends the inning. All right, we're off to the bottom of the third. It's China 8, South Africa nothing.
삼회 말 남아프리카 공화국 공격 7번 타자 우익수 졸딘 리플.
At the bottom of the third inning, now batting number 22, right fielder Jordan Riffle.
Jordan Riffle swings and misses for strike one, making his first plate appearance. He took over in right field at the top half of the third. Took over for Panzenberger, who never logged in at bat. Riffle, meanwhile, quickly finds himself down 0-2 as South Africa's in search of a base runner. 6 up, 6 down after 2. Trailing 8-0. They'll need more than base runners, but that's a place to start anyway. They won't start here as Riffle goes down on strikes. Nice sequence of pitches from Yi Jiang, who's retired all 70s face now. That's his first strikeout. That's the best breaking ball he's thrown today. Here's a good hitter, though, in the 8th slot in Luke November, who might give him some trouble. November takes ball one high. A utility man for this team. He has 1 hit so far in the tournament. Bounces this one out to short, and it eats up Zhang Wen Tao, and Luke November will become South Africa's first base runner.
Now batting number 83, designated hitter.
Won't have their first hit,
White.
but again, you need to start somewhere, and a base runner as good a place as any. Now we'll see what Jared White, the DH, does. Both shortstops have now committed an error in this game. That one just caught Zhang in between. He wasn't sure whether or not to sit back and wait for it or come in and charge it. When you're stuck in the middle, that's when they really get you. Chopper off home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out and a man on first. China leading South Africa 8-0. China looking to make it back-to-back wins to start the consolation round. Tomorrow they'll take on Panama. White, meanwhile, lifts it in the air to shallow right field. Catch is made. Throw to first. November scampers back safely. We saw an unusual double play end the top of the third. Almost saw a double play in the bottom half of the third. I thought Luke November had gone a bit further than he maybe wanted to. Not quite halfway, but when the ball's that close to first base, you've really got to be careful. South Africa, meanwhile, will wrap up their tournament tomorrow against the Netherlands. That's a good Netherlands club that's gone 4-2 so far in this tournament. They may end up winning the consolation round, finishing in 7th place. They've got a good one tonight against Spain. That'll be over at field 2. Last night, a great ball game in the consolation round. The Netherlands beating Panama 2-1. Come from behind win. A home run in the 7th inning, the difference. Ball up high, 2-0 on Jamie Lang. Lang grounded out to second, leading off for his team in the home half of the 1st inning. That was when it was a 3-0 game, before China scored 5 in the 2nd, before being held off the scoreboard just a few moments ago here at the top of the 3rd. Strike 1. And strike 2 to fill up the count. Line drive, but right at second, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, an error, and Luke November left on base through 3 complete. It's China on top of South Africa, 8-0.
사회적 중국 공격 3번 타자 1루수 양세라오.
At the top of the 4th inning, now batting number 7, second baseman Yang Xiang-ao.
The heart of the order for China, leading 8-0. They get back to it here as we begin the 4th. Second baseman Yang Xiang-ao, an RBI on a bases loaded walk in the 2nd. He takes ball 1. Cade Smith has pitched well since coming into the game. He hasn't given up a run, given up a hit, walked a pair, but got himself out of trouble last inning with a little help from China's poor base running. But hey, whatever it takes to keep this game going. South Africa, I'm not saying they're playing to try and take a game to 9 innings, but that's certainly a goal of this group. They've managed to do it just once so far. They've lost a couple of games in just 5 innings, a few more by 10 runs or more in the 7th inning. And that one got away from Smith, and it's 3 balls and a strike on Yang. Just to reiterate, if China is able to score 7 runs over the course of the 4th and 5th innings, and South Africa doesn't score, then that would be enough to make it a ball game. The high fly ball out to left center is handled by Miller for out number 1. And the more we see Cade Smith, the more we see a guy really comfortable out there on the mound.
Now batting number
Making the
15,
pitches he needs.
third baseman Ko Young-gang.
He's got 3 fly ball outs in addition to a ground out. It was really a bunt that came back to him. Kao Young-gang. A double to drive in 2 in the first, a strikeout swinging in the second, is ahead 1-0. Line drive up the middle into center field, and that's the second hit of the day for Kao.
5번 지명타자
Overall for China,
로빈
that's 6 hits.
Now batting number 52, designated hitter Lu Bin Bin.
And it's Lu Bin Bin time again. Strike 1 to China's DH. Who asks for time and gets it as he goes to tie his shoe. Runner goes, and he'll have second stolen. Little trouble for Jamie Lang getting that one out of the glove and into his right hand. So China's really been running at will today. That's 4 stolen bases. Couple glances back at second base, and then time called by Lu. Really polished young player. He's got all the right instincts out there. In addition to hitting, he's caught for China, but he's been the primary DH. Takes another strike and falls down 1-2. Lined out to left field. Hit well, but right at Mitchell. And another ball in the air, another out. Kao stays on second.
Now batting number 27, first baseman Lee Yu-young.
Lee Yu-young. Left-handed hitting first baseman. He's been firmly entrenched in the 5 slot in the order. Throw to third, not in time to get Kao Young-gang, who steals his second base of the inning, his 3rd of the game, and it's the 2nd time he's stolen 3rd. Did it back in the 1st as well. Oh and 2. Beat that throw by a wide margin. The 0-2 pitch grounded to second. Should end the inning. I don't know what Kevin Costigan was waiting for. He held on to that ball so long it almost became an infield single for Lee, but instead we played 3.5 and China maintains an 8-0 lead.
중국의 선수 교체가 있겠습니다. 투수 지하오지에.
Now coming into pitch for Team China, number 16, Zhou Jie.
4회 말 남아프리카 공화국 공격. 이번 타자 중견수 코르넬리우스 밀러.
At the bottom of the fourth inning, now batting number 21, center fielder Cornelius Miller.
Cornelius Miller will be the first man to face Zhao Jie, the new pitcher for China. Pretty terrific start from Gijang. He went 3 hitless innings, struck out 1. Only allowed 1 base runner, and that was when November reached via the error last inning. Another righty, and this one spanked out to right center field, and that's the first hit of the day for South Africa. Here comes the throw to second. It's not going to be in time, and it's a double for Cornelius Miller. He was thinking 2 right out of the box, and I think that caught Wang Shuai, the center fielder, by surprise. He didn't go after that with a lot of urgency, nor did he throw it to second very hard. He kind of just casually set it into the relay. If he goes after that ball thinking there's going to be a play at second and then tries to gun it towards second, he might have had Cornelius Miller, but great heads-up base running and a man in scoring position for the first time today for the South Africans. Kian Schwartz ahead 1-0. He grounded out to short to end the first inning. Sends this one in the air to shallow center field. Few players coming together, and who has it? Somebody held on. It was the shortstop, Zhang Wentao. Took a little contact from his center fielder, who didn't drop the ball.
Now batting number 8, first baseman Corbin Greenslade.
That probably should be the center fielder's ball, but Zhang was able to squeeze it despite getting a pretty good bump, as you saw in the replay. Miller's still at second. Greenslade now the 1-out batter. China still ahead by 8. One and nothing on the first baseman. Now 2-0. We're less than an hour from getting the Super Round action started today. 2 good games at 12 o'clock. United States and Canada on field 1 as Miller takes off and has third base stolen. Chinese Taipei and Australia at field 2 here at the Gijang-Hyundai Dream Ballpark complex, which features 4 fields, 3 being used for this U-18 World Cup. The night game in the Super Round, Korea and Japan. We'll expect a healthy crowd for that one. Two and two, grounded into the glove at third. What a play to come home and cut down Cornelius Miller, who had already been called out before he started dancing behind home plate. Just a perfect play from Cao Yang Kong, the third baseman. Had to go hard to his left to pick it up, then the full spin, and the tag for the out. Look at that dance. One strike on Costigan, so Miller was off on contact. It does not work for the South Africans. Greenslade's the lone base runner. He didn't take second, and now he will as Costigan was just hit.
6번 타자 좌익수 조슈아 미첼.
Now batting number 77.
So double, a pop out, the fielder's choice ground ball to third, now a hit batsman. Josh Mitchell, who flew out to right field last time, bounces the bat off his back shoulder and then takes the first pitch he sees from Zhao Jie high. 1 ball, no strikes. probably do it though for the fourth. And it does. Gijang-Hyundai with the catch. And we're off to the fifth. China all over South Africa, 8-0.
오인초 중국 7번 타자 폴스 왕슈아이.
At the top of the fifth inning, now batting number 8, catcher Wang Shuai.
China back at it as we kick off the fifth. Trying to solve Cade Smith, who's been the answer on the mound for South Africa since he came into the game. The scoring has stopped. He came in following Liu Bin's 3-run double that gave China their 8-0 lead, which they maintain. Here's a ball hit hard but foul out to left field. Smith got the only man he faced in the second, issued a couple of walks behind a 1-out single in the third, but was able to escape that inning without allowing a run and pitched around a 1-out single in the last frame. Keep the score right where it is, and that's good news for South Africa as they look to go into the late innings. Sure looked there in the second like China was going to run away with this one, and while they're comfortably ahead, they're definitely not running away with it. High off the sidewall, deep in the left field corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pop back foul. Swing and a miss for strike 3. It's the first strikeout for Cade
8번 타자
Smith.
중견수 호한강.
Starter Mila Berger went an inning and 2/3, gave up all 8 runs, 7 earned on 4 hits and 4 walks, struck out 2. But now Smith is living in the strike zone and getting outs. 0-1 against Ho Han Gan. And 0-2 pitch off the end of the bat, shallow left field. Catch made on the move by Mitchell, and South Africa seems to be waking up here. It was a really sleepy start, but they're playing a much better
9번
game
타자
all around the
웨이스
field.
허프민.
Now batting number
2 outs.
26,
Smith will look for his
right
first
fielder
1-2-3 inning, going to work against Hei Fu Min in the 9 slot. bounces in front of home plate. Fu Min walked in the third, he singled in the second, so he's been on twice, and he's a ball away from making it 3 out of 3. Grounded hard to first though, and Greenslade takes it to the base himself, and the side's retired. 3 straight zeros hung up by Cade Smith, and an 8-0 lead for China after 4.5.
오회 말 남아프리카 공화국 공격 7번 타자 우익수 졸딘 리플.
At the bottom of the 5th inning, now batting number 21, center fielder Colonel Smith Jordan Ripple.
Jordan Riffle struck out his first time up, leading off the third, leads off the 5th here. Drives it out to right center field. But a good break from Fu Min. He got there plenty of time to put it away. 1 pitch, 1 out from Chow Jae. Came into the game last inning and now has recorded 4 outs with just 14 pitches.
Now batting number 1, third baseman Luke November.
Back to the mound, 2 down.
Now batting number 83, designated hitter Gerard White.
Hit well, out to left, but the side retired in order. Nice catch from Jingwen Bin. We played 5 complete. We'll take a little break and let's go to work. It's 8-0 after 5.
이르면 수비에 들어갈 중국
Joshua Mitchell.
초 중국 공격 1번 타자 유격수 장현타우.
At the top of the sixth inning, now batting number 9, shortstop Zhang Wen-tao.
China coming up here with an 8-0 lead after our little post-fifth inning respite. 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second. All China here today. Really, Cade Smith deserves a lot of credit too for keeping this game right where it was when he entered. He's gone 3 complete, 3 1/3 in total, having allowed just 2 hits and 2 walks, picking up a strikeout along the way. A rare 2-0 start. He bounces back, fires in a strike. Gijang-Hyundai, the shortstop, waiting for something to hit. He's walked 3 times, he's scored twice, and he just can't seem to get a strike. It's 3-1. The pitch. That's strike 2. Down low, and it's a walk. 4 times at bat, 4 times on
이번 타자
first.
좌익수 신원빈.
Now batting
Yet
number
to
10,
log an at
left
bat.
fielder, Sing Wen Bin.
There is right-handed action in South Africa's bullpen. If Smith starts to lose his touch here in the 6th, he's thrown 56 pitches. Jing-Wen Bin looks at a ball, I think. Like Gijang-Hyundai before him, he's been on base twice without a hit. These two have combined to reach base 6 times. And they're combined 0 for 2. That tells me the pitching and defense not doing quite the job they're capable of. It was an error that allowed Jing to reach in the 1st and then a walk in the 2nd. Both of those turns coming against Mila Berger, who's been charged with all 8 Chinese runs today. Down at the zone, 2-2. Runner goes, pitch popped up. Out to left. 1 out.
사번타자 유루수 양세나오.
Now batting number 7, second baseman Yang Sheng-ao.
Running again, Gijang-Hyundai will have to return to first base after that foul ball, makes it a ball and a strike. China's second baseman, the batter Yang Sheng-ao, has walked and scored. So again, the top third of the order now has gone a combined 0 for 5, yet they've combined to score 5 of the team's 8 runs. Bouncer back up the middle here. Safe at second to throw to first in time. I thought off the bat that one might have enough on it to get to second ahead of the base runner, but by the time it reached the shortstop, Kian Schwartz, the only play he could make was over to first base. Base hit now from Cao Yan-gang with the man at second. Might build on China's 8-0 lead. But an out sends us home in the 6th with the score unchanged since the 2nd. Ball 1 is low. Cao Yan-gang having a nice day. 2 hits, 2 RBIs, a run scored, and 3 stolen bases. A 1-0, just missing. And it's a 4-pitch walk, and now it's Smith looking down on the mound as if he
5번
didn't
지명타자
really
루빈빈.
feel comfortable landing. We saw Mila Berger fall down after releasing one of his pitches earlier in the day. Smith will soldier on here. Lu Bin the batter. This is a big moment in the game if Lu's able to connect for another extra base hit, and he has a couple of those in the last 2 days. But China might build a lead to 10. Instead, he bounces it to Schwartz. The flip to second, the side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. We will go to the bottom of the 6th with South Africa in search of a run, trailing 8-0.
6회 말 남아프리카 공화국 공격 1번 타자 포수 제이미 랭.
At the bottom of the sixth inning, now batting number 26, catcher Jamie Lang.
Jamie Lang leading off, taking strike one. The catcher has lined out to second and grounded out to second, actually. A South African team with one hit today, looking to put a little pressure on China. There really hasn't been any yet. And here's a ground ball, this time to third. Another good play from Cao Yang. The thing about this China team, they really make all the routine plays. For a team that has just one win coming into today, it's not as if they're in any way inept out there. Cornelius Miller, owner of South Africa's only hit, meanwhile, steps in. He doubled leading off the fourth. Wound up being thrown out at home plate on what was Australia's best chance to score. Or South Africa's, rather. I see the green and gold and my mind just goes to Australia. Australia will get underway in their second game of the Super Round just about 30 minutes from now at Field 2, taking on Chinese Taipei in a huge game with massive implications. The winner of that game will be 3-1 and guaranteed to be tied for first place in the Super Round going into the last day of the Super Round tomorrow. Winner of that game has a great chance to play in Sunday night's World Championship final. 2-2, that one slipped high and wide. Chow Jae trying to complete 3 innings of work, match his predecessor, Yi John, who went 3. Pop back out of play, 2 balls, 2 strikes. High pop fly here, should be the second out of the inning, and it is. Caught by Zhang Wentao.
3번 타자 유격수 키안 슈얼스.
Now batting number 5, shortstop Kian Schwartz.
Ian Schwartz swinging at the first pitch, rolls it foul. He's popped out and grounded out. He's got 5 hits in this tournament, leading his team. His average still at 357 despite the 0 for 2 today. Finds himself down 0-2. Just 1 strikeout today from Chinese pitching. Ooh, that one got him upstairs. Got him on the arm. It's a 2-out base runner. That 2-2 pitch just got away from Zhao Jie.
Now batting number 8, first baseman Corbin Greenslade.
Corbin Greenslade, who reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Digs in for a 3rd time. He hit the ball to 3rd that resulted in the out at home plate. After a fine bit of defending by Gao Yang-Kang. Popped up foul. 1-1. Sprays it foul down past first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. If South Africa doesn't score here and China plates a pair in the top of the 7th, then South Africa will be in a must-score situation when we get to the bottom of the 7th to keep the game going. Well, we'll see if we get there, as now back-to-back batters have reached with 2 outs. That's the 2nd hit of the day for South Africa. A single.
Now batting number 11, second baseman.
Second time South Africa has 2 runners aboard at the same time. Fly ball hit left field. Inning over. We'll go to the 7th. China looking for a pair to put South Africa up against it. They lead 8-0 after 6.
남아프리카 공화국 선수 교체가 있겠습니다. 1호수 데리안 프리토리아스.
Now coming into second base for Team Republic of South Africa, number 4, Darian Pretorius.
Eight runs on 6 hits for China. They look for 2 runs here in the top of the 7th. First pitch swinging, Lee Yu-Yang pops it foul and falls behind 0-1. New second baseman for South Africa now as Darian Pretorius is taking over for Kevin Costigan. Second defensive substitution on the right side of the field. Riffle took over in right back in the 3rd inning. It's 1-1. It's all working for Cade Smith. He has not allowed a run since coming into the game with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. His pitch count up over 70 now. He's thrown 39 strikes, 33 balls. He'll get a visit from Jamie Lang.
Let's go, Ken. You got this, kid.
Let's go, Ken.
one's down the line, and it's going to be a hit. Good job by Riffle to get over and cut it off. It's a leadoff single for Lee Yu-Yang, and that snaps an 0 for 3 start to his day. He was the only guy who hadn't been on base for his team. But now all 9 of the starters have reached safely. Wang Shuai, a single for 3. New batter, right-handed with an open stance. Waves that red bat around. Swings and hits it in the air to left field. This one will hook foul. Made a bid for extra bases there and really just missed it by a couple of feet at most. Less than a foot, a few centimeters. Throw to first after Lee had taken a couple of big hops towards second base, but it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Still a runner on first. Another one high in the air, left field way foul. This one further foul, 1 and 2. This game's just been frozen since the second inning when China had built an 8-0 lead. Nothing's happened since. Now it's popped up, center field. 1 out in the top of the 7th.
8번 타자 중견수 호한강.
Now batting number 56, center fielder Ho Hang-gang.
That'll be it for Smith. A terrific outing, but time to go to the bullpen. We'll come back in a moment, pick it up with a runner on first and 1 out.
남아프리카 공화국 선수들제가 있겠습니다. 투수 레이슨 길버트.
Now coming into pitch for Team Republic of South Africa, number 55, Mason Gilbert.
Nathan Gilbert, the new pitcher for South Africa, taking over for Cade Smith, who was dealing for 4 2/3. He gave up just 3 hits, struck out 1. He did walk 4, but he did what he had to do, and that was keep China from scoring to run away with this game. Though China can still end it in 7 if they score twice or more here in the top of the 7th inning, and then hold South Africa scoreless in the bottom half of the frame. Gilbert falls behind Ho Han-gang. 2 balls and no strikes. first just absolutely sailed away from him. And a free base for Lee Yu-yang on the throwing error. This is the third outing for Gilbert. He's faced two really good teams. He went a scoreless, perfect inning against the United States, then faced Spain, where he suffered the loss, allowing 2 earned on 2 hits and 2 walks in 2 innings. Strike called. 2-1. Gilbert ignoring the noise behind him. Fires a ball low.
Let's go, Nick, boy.
It's a walk. That's
9번 타자
nine
우익수
today
허푸민.
from South African
Now
pitching.
batting, number 36, right fielder, He Fu-min.
Things getting dicey here in the 7th. He Fu-min, the right fielder, with an extra base hit, can put China up by 10. Ball 1 high. Grounded towards second. The runners were in motion, so no chance to get anybody at second. An unnecessary throw across the diamond there that fortunately didn't cost Green Slate.
Now batting, number 9,
2 men in scoring position in a big moment here. Zhang Wen-Tao, who has walked 4 times, comes up for a 5th. Gilbert trying to get out of this inning and strand those men in scoring position. He gets ahead of Zhang, 1 strike on the foul ball. Back into motion. Ground ball to second. Side retired. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. South Africa dodges a bullet. And we know we'll go at least 8 today. It's 8-0 China.
출루만 남아프리카 공화국 공격 6번 타자 좌익수 조슈아 미첼.
At the bottom of the 7th inning, now batting, number 77, left fielder, Joshua Mitchell.
Mitchell leading off for South Africa, swings at the first pitch, and we're underway in the bottom of the 7th. Jordan Riffle waits on deck, then new second baseman Darian Pretorius. Never mind, that'll be November batting third. 1-1 coming from Chow Jae. Chop foul for strike two. And a wave and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first, and that's one out at the bottom of the seventh.
7번 타자 우익수 졸든 리플.
Now batting number 22, right fielder Jordan Riffle.
One and two. Just off the outside corner. Jordan Riffle looked back immediately, waiting to see whether or not there would be a called third strike. I bet you if he gets that pitch again, he swings. Swings at one out over the plate, pulls it foul. The count goes full. Softly to third. Nice play again from Cao Yang Kong to Lee Yu Yang. They have had something working all afternoon, which we can almost correctly say now as we're 10 minutes shy of 12 o'clock noon time.
Now batting number 2, pinch hitter Boy Matthews.
And now we're going to have a pitching change with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
전국에 선수들이 있겠습니다. 투수 장이페이.
Now coming into pitch for Team China, number 22, Zhang Yifei.
Luke November will climb into the right-handed batter's box. Chang Yifei will be the man on the mound, making his first appearance of the day. He's pitching, it feels like every day for China in this tournament. November pokes it out to right field, but it falls foul. One strike on the third baseman who reached on an error in the third inning. Bounce back to the mound in the fifth. Fifth appearance for Chang Yifei. That's the team lead for China. He has started 2 games. This is the 3rd time he's come out of the bullpen. It has gone better for him when he's come out of the pen. He hasn't given up an earned run in 4 relief innings. He's given up 8 runs in 3 1/3 as a starter, and he strikes out November, pending the throw to first to retire the side. We'll go to the 8th. It's 8-0 China.
Jordan!
The left fielder, Zhang Bin, shows bunt and winds up taking a ball from Nathan Gilbert. Strong outing from Cade Smith as the middleman between Berger and Gilbert. He went 4 2/3, allowed 3 hits and no runs. Walked 4 and struck out 1. Mila Berger charged with all 8 runs today. The 2-0 pitch here is high and inside. In there with the 3-0 strike. A leadoff single for Jingwen Bin. Again, China trying to be in a position where they can win this game in this inning. They could do that if they score 2 or more runs. In the 7th, they put runners on 2nd and 3rd and did not score. What'll happen next? First things first, throw to first. One ball and no strikes. ripped up the middle. Ducking under it was Gilbert, and here comes China. First and second, nobody out. Back to the mound, and Gilbert makes the play, 1-3. I thought that we might see a sacrifice bunt before I remembered we were in the heart of the lineup, but it works out the same way as a sacrifice would have. Now, a lot of ways that China can get the 2 runs they're looking for on the board. Second and third with 1 away. A big run producer in Lu Bin coming up. He has driven in 10 runs to lead his team through the first few days of this tournament, but he pops it up. And there's 2 gone. And Lee Yu-Yang will be the batter.
Now batting number 27, first baseman Lee Yu-Yang.
Outer half for a strike. Good work by Gilbert here. Lee singled last inning. That was against Cade Smith, one of just 3 hits he allowed in 4 2/3 strong innings. And a ball jacked in the air to right center field. They nearly collide. Instead, Kitelu with the catch. And we will go to the 8th inning, and South Africa will play a 9-inning game for the second time in this tournament. 8-0 after 7.5.
말 남아프리카 공화국 공격 9번 지명타자 제라드 화이트.
At the bottom of the 8th inning. Now batting number 83, designated hitter Gerard White.
9-1-2, White, Lang, and Miller. Unless we get any substitutes in the bottom of the 8th. South Africa hanging around. They'll need a big inning to get back in this one. Fell behind 3-0 in the first, 8-0 in the second, and it's like we've been frozen in a vacuum ever since. Nothing but zeros going up. South Africa has threatened twice, putting 2 men aboard in 2 separate innings. White swings over the top of that offering from Chang Yifei. And it's 1-2. Grounded to second base. Play made 4-3. Jamie Lang and then Cornelius Miller.
1번 타자 포수 제이미 랭.
Now batting number 26, catcher Jamie Lang.
One is low. Lang today is grounded out twice. Once to second, once to third, and he also hit a ball right on the screws in the third inning, but he hit it right at Yang Sheng-ao, the second baseman. Two-two pitch. The whistle blows as that one wound up on the concourse area where folks are moving around between fields now. Now's the time to be here. 3 games in progress. Super Round has just kicked off day 2. Swinging a foul tip. And that's a nice job by Wang Shuai to hold on for 2 outs. Home half of the 8th. South Africa's given themselves chance after chance through good pitching and defense, keeping China off the scoreboard since the second inning, but they haven't been able to convert any of these chances into runs or in any way bringing the game any closer. Cornelius Miller, who's doubled, is ahead 1-0 after taking a close pitch high and tight. Rounds it to third. Gobbled up by Cao Yang-Gong, and we're off to the 9th. It's 8-0 China.
왼쪽 중공 공격 7번타자 포수 왕슈아이.
At the top of the 9th inning, now batting number 8, catcher Wang Shuai.
We've made it to the 9th, and the catcher for China, Wang Shuai, will lead off. No matter how many runs China was able to put up in the first 2, it's been the middle innings. Great work from Smith and Gilbert that's kept us playing this long.
8번타자 중견수
Ground ball
소환관.
to start the
Now
inning
batting
gives us
number
1 quick out.
Center fielder Ho Han-gang.
Oh Han-gang, a double, a walk, 2 fly outs to left. Bouncer. This is going to be a tough play. Schwartz throws on the move, charging in from short, but couldn't get it to first in time. There's no way anybody could have.
9번
An infield
타자
single.
유격수 허푸민.
And
Now
Ho-Fu Min
batting
becomes the
number
batter.
36, right fielder Hao Fu-min.
A ball low. Runner on first, one out, and Hei-Fu Min seeks his second hit. China's not made a single substitution in the lineup today, and now a ball hit towards the mound becomes an out at second, but not quite a double play. Really terrific work by Gilbert. Just reacting there,
1번 타자 유격수
and then making a
장현철.
good throw.
Now batting number 9, shortstop Zhang Wen-Tao.
Score at 1-6. The fielder's choice out at second. Jingwen Bin. Or sorry, Zhang Wen-Tao. Ahead 1-0. He's walked 4 times and grounded out to second. So he's 0 for 1 with 2 runs scored. Runner goes, throw to second. Out at second base, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for South Africa, trailing by 8.
Let's go. Come on, kids, let's get the runs now.
구회말 남아프리카 공화국 공격 3번 타자 유격수 키안슈안슈.
At the bottom of the 9th inning, now batting number 5, shortstop Kian Schwartz.
No better place than Kian Schwartz to start for South Africa. He's been the team's leading hitter throughout this tournament. Planted third in the order. He'll be followed by Greenslade, and then we'll see who bats in place of Kevin Costigan. It's been kind of a revolving door at second base. Pitch on its way is low, and here we go. South Africa off to a good start. 2 balls, no strikes on Schwartz. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. A 2-2 got him on the left arm. He's grounded out to short, popped out, and he's hit again. And that is the first time in 9 innings that South Africa's had the leadoff man on.
First baseman Corbin Greenslade.
8 runs would force us into extra innings. 9, and South Africa can walk off winners. Strike 1. Despite the results that haven't been favorable for South Africa, they've had a really good attitude throughout this tournament. up by Greenslade here. It's going to stay in the infield. Schwartz retreats to first. Catch made by Young, and there's just 2 chances left for South Africa.
Now batting
It's
number
Pretorius
4,
who's playing
third
second.
baseman Darian Pretorius.
And who will bat here after Costigan went 0 for 2, also hit by a pitch. Just 2 hits in the game. Great job by a trio of pitchers for China. Yi Jian, who started, went 3 and only struck out a man. Didn't give up a hit or a walk. Then Chao Jie gave up 2 hits in his 3 2/3. Zhang Yifei trying to go 2 1/3. Schwartz breaks for second, and he's out at second base, caught stealing. And this could be the last bat of the ball game. Once the ball dove down into the dirt, Schwartz thought he'd give it a chance. That gamble did not pay off. A really good throw from Wang Shuai. 2-0. Meanwhile, as the pitch is fouled, that's strike 1 on Pretorius. Ground ball hit to short. Is this going to do it? There's the set and the throw, and that's the ball game. How about this? China goes 0-5 in the opening round, but they've started the consolation round with back-to-back shutout wins. They beat Spain 6-0 yesterday and beat South Africa 8-0 today to improve to 2-3 in the Super Round standings. 8 runs on 10 hits with just an error for China. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors for a South African bunch that fell behind early, fell behind by 8 before they'd been up to bat twice, but gained it out, turned in a pretty gutsy effort the rest of the way to force it through 9 innings. They will come back with 1 more game in this tournament tomorrow evening against the Netherlands, while China will look to go a perfect 3-0 in the consolation round, taking on Panama tomorrow morning at this same 10 o'clock time slot. Until later on, when we come back with our second half of the doubleheader at Field 3, a game between Panama and Nicaragua. This is Craig Durham saying so long and good afternoon, and go enjoy the Super Round games. 2 games in progress. Chinese Taipei and Australia, and the United States and Canada. We'll talk to you soon.
이름은 수비에 들어갈 중국
Joshua Mitchell.
Good job! Good job!